Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video of 3 live games in the Charioteer. Reason I'm doing this, I've been quite busy the past few days. Both my mother and my stepfather received their letters to get their COVID vaccinations, so I spent the past couple of days trying to sort that out. But that, at least for the time being, is done for today, as best as I can. And I was just sat here. It is currently about 20 past 9 in the evening, and I was just enjoying a beer, and then I realised I hadn't done my 3 games for today. So I thought, why not do some live commentary gameplay just while I do my 3 games, and then tomorrow I'll play some more for the Fireland up, and I'll be back to my commentaries tomorrow. So, why am I playing the Charioteer? Well, I'm actually grinding it at the moment, and I actually only just got the final package on it, the gun, yesterday. I played 2 games with it. It's really nice. You get more DPM than the previous gun, more alpha, more standard pen, Hesh is your premium. It's really good. And hopefully I can have some good games here. Or even if I don't, it's not too big a deal, let's be honest. So, as I've actually sat here enjoying a beer, and what I'm actually enjoying is a bottle of Proper Job Powerfully Hopped IPA. And if I read the back of it, I've been drinking this a few times recently. I've been getting quite into it, and it is apparently packed full of citrus, pineapple, and grapefruit flavours. Proper Job is a big, bold, and strong beer with a crisp, bitter finish. Never heard of it before until about 3 weeks ago, but since that 3 weeks ago, I've been quite enjoying it. Let's see, beautiful matchmaking on the new map Vineyard, which is actually quite nice. Swindle's on the enemy team, fellow pleb member, so how about that? Speaking of, you may have seen I'm in the pleb clan now. That's a clan, community clan, run by Swindle, Turkey, Sins and everything. So it's a bit of a coincidence that I've run in the Swindle here. We'll see what I can do. He's in the TL1 LPC. Very powerful tank, as I've said many times before, best hero premium in the game in my opinion. And I'm going to do everything I can to either kill him or not get killed by him. That's kind of the aim here. We all know the rules in World of Tanks or any video game. If you run into someone you know, you cannot let them kill him. It's just a rule of life. Now, as I said, this fully upgraded gun is absolutely amazing. 268 pen, APCR standard. Oh, I see that guy. No, I can't. See that guy. Super fast shell velocity with the super high penetration, the nice reload. I actually thought the previous gun was pretty decent, if I'm honest. The 20 pounder, I think it is. But this gun is way better. I missed that shot. Now, the thing about this map is I don't really know all the positions or where anything is, which is important to remember. Now that paladin backs up. It's not going to be good. Paladin. I can apparently see him. I don't know where I can see him. I can apparently see this guy somewhere. See if I can help our team over here. Now, as I said, the issue with the brand new map is I don't know where the sniping locations are, I don't know where the TD positions are, I don't know where the spotting positions are. Just been kind of winging it, if I'm honest. Now, Swindle's there, I need to keep an eye on him. He's a very good player, so I know he can have a really big impact this game. Those guys over there are behind the hill. Swindle's over there. Paladin is still alive in the centre. I've got a couple heavies behind me. I'm going to see if I can't... There we go, that's what I want. He's now reloading, which means he's got about another 10 seconds, give or take, and then he's going to poke out, and I'm going to go for the shots again. Paladin is in cover, Swindle's in cover, those guys are in cover. He might be about to come out. I want to prepare for him. If he gets spotted, there we go. Missed. Now, the thing about this map to know is it's very lot of ridge lines. Like, a lot of ridge lines. And it's really good for hold down times. You get a map like this with no gun, with no artillery, and you've got decent gun suppress and decent turret armor. You can shit on some people. Right, I might need to relocate up north to where our heavy tank's at. And in fact, that's looking like what I need to do. Because the town is basically lost. I can't really find the town in a Charioteer. It's not really the kind of tank made for brawling. You really want to keep your distance. It's quite mobile. With a very nice gun, but it doesn't have many hit points, and it is not a well-armoured machine. Do not get it mistaken at all. The hull of this tank is actually the same hull that the Comet uses. Funnily enough, which probably explains why it's a super awesome tank, the Charioteer. Any tank based on any part of a Comet is going to be a good tank. If I can hit Swindle, that'd be beautiful. He seems to know a spot that I don't. These guys have moved again behind yet more cover. And right now I've spent the entire game pretty much pointless because I've no idea where I'm going, where I can get shots at people, where everything happens. And something I want to point out about this map, the spawns on it are absolutely horrific. Oh, by the way, you also see my gun jerking to the left sometimes. My controller's broken. I critical hit someone blind. I think it was him. Everyone's moving too fast. I don't have shots at him. Don't have shots at him. What they really need to do for this map is they need to move the spawns away from the town, I feel like. Because all that happens now is people run through the town, and for TDs, light tanks, and lightly armoured mediums, that's not a good thing. We need to force people into the field a little bit. And I'm saying that as a heavy tank player. Only crit damage. Trust me, by the way, this thing has really good penetration. Just RNGs being a little bit of a nuisance. There we go. Bounced. I lost my ammo rack and some crew member. I'm not going to repair it, because there's no point. And that game went well. So to conclude, what do I think of the new map? It has potential, but the spawns are shit. Is basically what my opinion of that map is. Nice to see Swindle coming second on his team. Uh, 724 damage, 260 XP, good enough for one of my 3 daily games. Now, the good news is, from what I've seen on the forums and in Discord, 90% of people seem to be pretty much agreed that the spawns are shit, so I'm pretty sure Wargaming already know about it. But yeah, my very first game on that map, I was in the AMX-30, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go explore the field. Enemy team just went through the town and capped instantly, which is, you know, fun and exciting, I'm sure, you know, when you had a brand new map. That was on Tuesday, by the way, and the day the new map came out. I think not enough beer in that first game. Alternatively, if any of you do know what to do on that map, feel free to let me know, because I have no fucking idea where I'm supposed to go on Vineyard. Right, this time Tier 9 game, which works better for me. Actually, there's only one Tier 9 on each team. 2 artillery. I could try to spot, but I don't think I'm going to. I might just stop up at A5 and wait for teammates to spot. Probably be the more suitable thing to do. I've turned my volume quite high, by the way, because as I learned from the T22 Medium video, if I do live commentary, my voice just gets quieter than when I do post commentary, so I need to have my microphone turned all the way up. Now, the only issue with that is, it means I need to remember to turn it down again before I do my commentary tomorrow. Otherwise, that's not going to be a pleasant experience for you guys, watching the video. Speaking of, my commentary video tomorrow, which will be later on, this will be in the morning, is going to be me passive spotting in a light tank. Now, I don't passive spot too often, mainly because I never really know when to, but I do have a good example of proper passive spotting. I don't know what that was, if you guys saw that in the middle of the map, the heavy tank got spotted. A bit of a glitch with a heavy tank at the far end of the map. So I try a blind shot. You never know. Right, the heavy tanks are moving. We actually have a lot of them moving, you know. I need to make sure not to get spotted, because there are 2 artillery. Speaking of, artillery just shot on that King Tiger. And I want to wait and see if any enemies get spotted over there. Now, our ML2 going over there is actually quite good. And in fact, they've definitely got that corner, providing artillery doesn't bully them. If our IS-3's gonna peek. Right, the enemies have left themselves open here, because where our IS-3 is going, we're going to have rear shots at this guy. He's just fired. Straight through the upper plate. He's aiming at me now. Getting cover. Only crit damage. The thing about this tank to remember is the aim time is not particularly good. If you don't fully aim, you might miss a few shots. Gonna aim in. Missed. Now, I do have a fully traversable turret on this, by the way. Which is very impressive indeed. So I'm gonna aim straight for the front of him. Straight through with a standard round. 268mm standard pan is no joke. If he pops up again, I'm gonna punish him. He's not. They've got tanks heading towards our base, so I might go back. No, I'm going to help them push, I think. We have a lot of heavies over here. We can push the tempo. I mean, I am going to be the furthest forward one here with this. Oh, wait, our light tank is going in like a maniac. I kind of respect it. One shot into the Cannon Jagdpanzer. Wait for the reload. He's in cover. Now, there's a very overpowered corner right there, where I think that Canonian Jagdpanzer and Scorpion G are heading right now. And it's why probably most of their team has decided to camp this game, because they're set on that corner with how many TDs they've got. Now, I have very good camo and decent view range, so hopefully I can outspot them, which I can. You may have seen, by the way, before I went to the game, I didn't speak about it, my equipment on this tank is camo net, optics, and gun rammer. So I use both the camo net and the optics on this TD, and I can actually spot with it. It's pretty nat. Snapshot him. Both the artillery are dead. The AMX-65T's over there, unless he's dead. He is not. Well, LTD spotting that corner. Our team have the base defended looking at the map. We just need to wait for the heavy tanks to push. I mean, I could try and do it myself, or I should say, I might have to do it myself. I wouldn't recommend it. Heavy tank spotted over there. Scorpion G. Snapshot him. He snapshots me back. Engine damage. But I do get the Scorpion killed while he commits to me. Our team's actually struggling with the base defense, so I shall run back to save them. And just for fun, let's load some of the premium Hess. Now, this is the same gun as you might be used to on the... Well, not the same gun as the Dragon. Same Hess as on the Dragon. The better comparison of this vehicle... Oh, if I can pen a VK101P in the side with Hess. And... Oh, I hit the front of his turret. Gonna try and pen the Jagdpanther too. Yep, pen with hash. The gun is more like that of the Centurion 7-1 with the 268 standard pen. Another hash pen. Bit of a low roll, that one. Now I'm going to go with the standard rounds. Set them on fire, loading hash again, going back to standard rounds. And you see, a map I'm much more comfortable with, and a much better game. By the way, not to ruin the surprise, I do have a Dreadnought replay on the Vineyard from the opposite spawn that I just had, which I think will perfectly encapsulate a lot of people's confusion with that map. I just drove around like a zombie, basically, not knowing what I was doing. But being in a Dreadnought, it meant I just derped around and I got a pretty decent result. Now I could survive a shot from this guy, so I'm just going for it. And snapshot. Missed. I could use gun laying drive for the aim time, or ventilation to help the aim time. But as I said, the camo on this tank is ridiculous. To where you can get to some really nice positions without getting spotted. And you'll see TDs for all three top spots. So, 3,000 damage, 1,000 assistance. 1,400 base XP. Overall, pretty decent result. Now, all we need to do is hope that we don't get a Himmelsdorf, a Port, anything like that. As I stated before, this tank with the armor is not that good. Now, the Conway at tier 9 gets a Centurion, the Centurion 1 hull. So that means 50mm side armor, meaning in the Conway, I can side scrape. And I'm going to try and do that when I get to that tank. But I'm actually playing this Charioteer without any XP boost. Mainly because I love this tank so much. It is a genuinely brilliant tank. To be fair, every tank in this line I've enjoyed. The Challenger was decent. The tier 6 and tier 5 Archer and the... can't remember the name of the other tank. But either way, the tier... Achilles. The Archer and the Achilles were both borderline OP. And I played them before 6.0. Like, they were absolutely disgusting. The tier 9 is going to be brilliant. The actual, like, of the whole line, the tank I'm least looking forward to is actually the tier 10, believe it or not. Now, what I want to do here is I want to go 1-2 line, but I'm not just going to snipe. I'm going to start by sniping, and then I'm going to hopefully actually push a bit further in. And the reason I say that is, I want to stay in the center, because with my APCR standard, I'll hopefully be able to hit the light tanks with my shell velocity. So what you're going to see me do is, I'm going to pre-aim, stop, aim, get ready for the light tanks. Now I don't have HESH loaded because the shell velocity gets worse. And I want to have maximum shell velocity. Right, there he is. Easy hit. He's actually just suiciding. Just light tank memes. There you go. That shot in the LTTB was beautiful. This is where the APCR is absolutely just insanity. I think shell velocity is a highly underrated stat on a lot of vehicles. Hence the M48 pattern and the M60 versus the M48 120 and the other tank. The T95E6 and the M48 120 both have AP as standard, whereas the M48 and M60 get APCR. And on most tier 10 mediums, having APCR is a huge advantage. Now I'm going to have to try and Cupola snipe him. Which, I just realised there's no artillery, so he's sitting hull down expecting not to get hit. And Cupola snipe. A lot of tanks down there. Shot in, and this is where the DPM's going to come into its own. Now their light tanks are dead, which is absolutely beautiful for us. Now, this is the most exciting gameplay, but this is TD gameplay for you. And, like, I can technically spot on this, but there's no need for me to spot if I've got light tanks alive, you know? Now, IS-3 has terrible view range. I somehow missed him. I might go for a blind shot in a momentum. Or, in fact, I'm going to move forward a little bit. They only have one light tank left. Now, there are some buildings over there, which are getting in the way of things. There are light tanks at base, moving in. IS-3's moving forward. Aiming, blind shot. Missed. Now, this is what I mean about the gun laying drive and the aim time being terrible. Light tank's coming back in, so I'm going to position myself by a bush. That is a stock T-150. Which is actually painful. Feel bad for him. What TD's that? SU down. This is what you need to do. You don't need to sit all the way at the back. As you start killing them, start moving forwards. I'm going to get ready for the light tank. And I'm going to back up into the bush just in case. Right, that's him gone. And you see, as the team starts moving up, as the light tanks start moving up, you have to move up too. There you go. Oh, beautiful shot into the side of the King Tiger. Had to focus there. Their light tank's dead, and now it's a farm fest. Aiming. Gonna go for a blind shot. I hit him and damaged him. SU-130's trying to spot for them. Or SU-130's blocking my shot. Pick up the kill. Aiming with my super high pan. He's dead. And just textbook TD gameplay. Our team were spotting for us, making it nice and easy. And now the Charioteer is actually very good at cleanup compared to other TDs. You can race in. Obviously, I'm not going to be quite fast enough given the little ditch they're in. But you see, I'm actually overtaking an SU-130 PM. That is not a slow tank. I should have loaded Hess, if I'm honest. But loading. Or should I say aiming, not loading. And all our light tanks are alive. Nice, easy game. And that is the difference between having good light tanks and bad light tanks. And that's why I stopped to take a shot at the light tank in the center at the start of the game, because anything you can do to help your team get the advantage with light tanks is super useful. No artillery also helped, to be fair. 4,700 damage, 257 assistance, 5 kills, 67,000 credits profit. Something else, you don't need to fire a lot of gold with this tank with the awesome standard penetration. First class mastery, high caliber, and on the scoreboard, a nice little result. And you see our light tank had a really nice game there. I was supporting him. If he was happy to spot for me, I was happy to shoot for him. A nice little relationship going there. So we'll head back to the garage, and I'll just quickly go over the crew skills I use in this tank. I know I probably should have done that at the beginning, but I've had a few beers. Excuse me for forgetting. That is also my 3 daily battles done. Commander. Ignore the fact that my commander is called Badger. This was the crew in my Badger, but I switched it. Sixth Sense, Track Mechanic. 2 most important skills. You need to know when you get spotted, and if you get shot by a light tank tracked in an open field, or you get artilleried and get tracked in open field, you need to be able to move again. Accuracy and aim speed with the rapid load, or aim load speed with the rapid loading. Blood and arm to help all of that. And then I've got Camouflage Expert, Muffled Shot, Situational Awareness, and the Snapshot, which for this line particularly, with the turrets, and they have quite poor turret rotation dispersion, is quite a nice skill to have on this particular line of TDs. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.